Registration right down in that pouch down there.
Okay.
Then in here is the pilot operating handbook, operations limitations, and the weight and balance are in there. So we got them on board.
Okay.
And we did, when we walked around, we did all that. We get down to before starting. Pre-flight, it says pre-flight. It's kind of a command and response. Checklist, pre-flight is completed. Passengers briefed. I know what I'm doing. I better get my shoulder harness on now. If I get to make you wear one, I should wear one too, huh? All right, shoulder harness on. Seat backs and seat belts are all on. Parking brake. The top knob up there is a parking brake, but it over there on the left, but it does not work.
Oh, right there. Okay.
We got it disconnected because these airplanes had a bad habit. You could set it, and then it couldn't get it loose.
Gotcha.
So the mechanic had to get a mechanic out, so they just disconnected it. So kind of put your feet on those brakes, see how they kind of roll, tilt forward a little bit.
Now I get two. Are they both brakes or just?
Yeah, but up on top. See the top part of the brake? See how I'm tilting my feet forward?
Okay.
No, you don't push on the whole brake, not the whole thing.
Okay.
The whole thing is a rudder.
Okay.
But just the top part of that brake should feel those rudders kind of.
Oh.
Okay, just slid back just a little bit. Okay, kind of slide it up there again, and kind of push that handle you had, push it down while you're shaking it. Make sure it goes down in a slot pretty good, otherwise they'll do that on takeoff for you. Good.
Oh, that was my phone. Don't want that flopping around either. Put that one right.
Okay. Okay, now just kind of push down on that handle, and we'll shake the seat a little bit while you're pushing on that handle. So I want to make sure it's locked into place. Okay, shake this kind of. Yeah, looks like it is.
Okay.
All right, seat back, seat belts, good. Fuel selector is right down here on the floor, and I just turned it off right here. You see it?
Okay.
Right there, sticking up. Just push it down against the floor. Should push down to your left. And flat on the floor.
Oh, I can't hardly reach it. I got my things too.
Okay, it's down there.
Okay.
You got it down there. So that is on down against the floor.
Okay.
And so I turn it off. It normally is on all the time, but I turn it off so you can see what is off and what is on it.
Okay.
Okay, then it says mixture rich. That's this red one.
Okay.
You push in on that button and push that all the way in.
Okay.
Go ahead, do it in front. Okay, and then you kind of twist it a little bit, just kind of snug it up. Okay, that's about right there. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, then it says throttle, and this is the throttle. Eighth of an inch set. So it says half an inch on this, but what we do is pull all the way out. All the way out is idle. All the way in is full power.
Okay.
So we pull it all the way back, and we just kind of hold our finger about a half an inch and push it in.
Okay.
See, I'm holding my finger about a half inch from that, and just push it straight into there.
Okay.
All right. That's a half inch in. Carburetor heat off. This is the carburetor heat. In is off, out is on. In is cold, out is hot. Sometimes it says hot, sometimes it says on.
Okay.
And sometimes it says off, sometimes it says cold on the checklist. So the cold and off are both the same thing, and hot and on is both the same thing.
Okay.
Avionics and electrical. This is the avionics switch right here. The electrical is all that red switch, that red master switch that we turned on before.
Okay.
Then we look at circuit breakers, are all in. If they're not, if they pop, you're out about half inch.
Okay.
They're electrical circuit breakers.
Okay.
And the beacon on, it's right, that one right there, it's always on. We always leave it on. That way we know if if we left the master on when we're walking away, because we see the light flashing back there. So we just kind of leave it on. We get over here to start. Prime. Now the bottom black handle right there. Knob. You got to turn it a little bit, and you can see a little hole down the bottom right hand side there, right underneath there, right here.
Okay.
There's a little pin that comes out of there. You just got to pull back and turn it. There you go. Okay. I'll pull it all the way out. It's like a syringe. Pull it all the way out. Let it sit just a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay, now push it all the way back in. And pull it all the way out and do that one more time. Let it sit. Whoops, got to let it sit a little bit. Okay, now push it in. Now you can feel something in there.
Yeah. Oh.
That's pushing that fuel into the right in the top of the piston. Okay, now you can turn it just a little bit so it locks back in.
Okay.
All right, that's primed. Then we look around, make sure there's nobody else around, and we always give a good holler, clear, and let everybody know that the prop's going to start turning. Okay. Especially when there's kids and stuff around, you got to do that because that way everybody stops and looks to see what's going to be starting. The master switch on, that red switch.
Okay.
Go ahead, right over that red switch right there, both of them. There you go. That master switch on, and you take the key down from there, from right here, and put it in the key right there. Then we'll hold the brakes, and remember the brakes are individual. They don't. You got one for one right and one for the left. So you're going to be whichever one you step on, that's the brake you're going to be putting on. So you want to at first we want to hold both of them together.
Okay.
Okay. Then we turn all the way to the right. Comes up.
What's that?
As it comes up, we start pulling the throttle back, and we're holding about 1,000 RPM. And that's where we kind of let it warm up at. We always look at oil pressure. Make sure oil pressure's come up. And that's what it says here. Oil pressure checked in the green. Mixture lean as required. If we were in Denver, we'd have to lean out the mixture because we're such high elevation. Okay? Then we Possibly.